Good evening, Humber fans. That's a live look at the Hawks Nest with the over 40 and counting CCAA National Championship banners. And we'll see another doubleheader, another exciting doubleheader of OCAA volleyball here tonight. Should be an entertaining night as the men and women from Redeemer College are here in Etobicoke. Ladies, of course, are first up with your nationally ranked 4th place Humber Hawks welcoming in the Redeemer Royals. I'm Andrew Millennial, and I'll be here to chat with you alongside these matchups alongside Manny Kaura. Manny, Humber's 2-0 coming off another impressive win against Sheridan on Sunday, and they haven't dropped a set all season. How do they keep this ball rolling?
You know, Humber, as you mentioned, they're 2-0 to start the season. They're 2-0 at home because of both the games being at home, so they've made it a very difficult place for the opposition to come in here at the Hawks Nest and compete, so they've got to continue to do that. Talking about the opposition, let's have a quick look here. We've got the Redeemer Royals, as you mentioned. They've got a couple players on their roster to keep an eye on. In number 2, Abby Slews in 2 games with 14 kills, 20 points, 3.5 points per set. And you've got number 10, Jasmine Stoffers, who's got 18 kills, 23 points for 3 points per set. So you've got a little bit of a competition on there. But as we mentioned, we have on our roster, the Humber Hawks made it a very difficult place to start here. And in the last game against the Bruins, you had Erica Dodd and Alex Bartman leading the challenge, with Erica Dodd leading the team with 2.2 kills per set and leading the team with 3 aces in the last game. And then Alex Bartman with 17 assists and 6 digs. So the roster is very talented, and they've made it a very difficult place for the opposition, as I mentioned, to come in here, and they've got to continue to do that to keep the ball rolling.
Yeah, nice balanced roster here of talent for Humber. And I gotta say, this is my 3rd year of watching this team, and this is probably the tallest I've ever seen this roster, and that can be a dangerous thing, of course, in volleyball. They definitely have the height advantage here tonight. Just 1 6-footer listed for Redeemer and several for Humber, so it's going to be interesting to see how that, especially that front line matchup, how that's going to play off against each other here tonight.
Yeah, most definitely, and it's funny you mentioned the front line and the height, because once Alex Steins comes onto the court for the Hawks, it really makes the opposition almost intimidated, because when you see the size of the Humber Hawks in the nut front presence, it creates that daunting factor for you, that how are you going to get the ball and how are you going to tackle that.
It sounds good, Manny. We'll turn over to Dwayne Bowles, PA announcer for the starting lineups and the national anthem here tonight. Very beautiful rendition of the national anthem, and we should have the starting announcements here right now.
Yeah, what a great The starting roster for the Humber Hawks in Megan Hunt, Alex LaChapelle, Alex Krasonisic, Alex Steins, Kiyomi Ellis, Alex Bartman, and Erica Dodd. Once again, Humber Hawks going out with their powerhouse team.
Yeah, Steins didn't get that start the first game, but getting her second start in a row here, it's going to be interesting to see how they really work with her in the starting lineup. The opening game, she was more of a bench piece, and I mean, you know, what a luxury to have, right?
Yeah, Alex Steins, one of the key net presence for the Humber Hawks here, and not a lot of flashiness, but the presence she provides with points and block shots is a key contributor for the Humber Hawks for those quick points and those trick plays. So it keeps the opposition on toes.
And already off to a quick start here on the season. 8 kills in those first 2 matches that we mentioned. Humber to get first serve. It's going to be Bartman. And who else would you want on the line but an unforced error there to get us started.
Yeah, not many of those you see from Alex Bartman with her decorated accolades. So a little break here for the Royals.
We will go to Redeemer to serve. That's Jasmine Stoffers. To be a line or a service violation, so point will go to Humber. Stepped over that line.
They'll get that one right back, and here comes Erica Dodd, who had a big game from the serve against the Bruins.
She's been very impressive in her first season already. Back-to-back-to-back service errors to get us started, and serve goes right back to the Royals.
A little early game jitters should be able to play out as the game goes.
We'll see if Allison Stolt settles into things here. Serve is good. Bartman sets it up for Steins. Redeemer goes right back on the attack. Over the block, and they're able to land one in for a point.
Alex LaChapelle, great determination and great effort there with a diving play, but unable to get to that was Alex LaChapelle.
Second-year liberos, a strong start to the season. Managed to play a set as a setter too and looked pretty good there. Nice hit there. That was Kiyomi Ellis, that big hit to the face.
Yeah, Kiyomi Ellis, the Royals player, just laughing it off, but good point here for Kiyomi Ellis.
And she's right off to the service line. Controlled here by the Royals. They just got to toss it back. Free ball here for the Hawks. Bartman sets it up for Ellis. Excuse me, that was Hunt. Thrown back. We have another chance. Almost a miscue there. Stein just blasts it back. Redeemer has it though. Block at the net. It's gonna be a point for Humber.
And there's the presence for Alex Steins, a net front that we were mentioning earlier.
Definitely making her presence felt on that front line. Kiyomi Ellis back to serve. Over the net, out of bounds. Another point for the Hawks.
Yeah, out of bounds on that one. Great recognition by Alex Steins on that far side of the court.
Ellis' serve doesn't make it over this time. It's gonna go, the point will go to Redeemer.
Yeah, and Alex LaChapelle will draw back in for Kiyomi Ellis.
Humber back on the defense. It's Rachel Annett's serve.
Alex LaChapelle realizes that one and just lets that one fly by.
Yeah, didn't miss by much, but LaChapelle had to have the presence of mind there to know to let that one go.
And here comes Alex Steins to serve for the Hawks.
One service ace on the season. She gets one there.
Adds to her total, doubling her season total.
Sometimes to get the results, you gotta be good and you gotta be lucky. Stein's proving that here right now. Another good serve, just barely makes it over the net again. Attack here by Redeemer, it's kept up. Bartman's gonna set that up for Krasonisic. Redeemer bobbling it around, they're gonna have to toss it back. Free ball here. Tossed over by Bartman. Redeemer right back on it. Big blocker there at the net. Ball still alive. Bartman setting it up. LaChapelle sets it up. Who's it gonna be for? That's Hunt. Big block, but out of bounds. Another point for the Hawks.
Yeah, great communication there by Alex Bartman, controlling the play and making that block to get control of that ball again, but great leadership there by Bartman.
Absolutely, Manny. Stein's another serve.
Right there, you see that replay of the rally between both teams. Great effort there, right there by Alex Steins.
And after that service error by Steins, it's going to be Abby Slews to serve. Five service aces for her on the season. Bartman tosses it over. Seen her do that a few times here already. That one was way too strong, but it was deflected. Will count as a point for the Royals.
Yeah, Alex Bartman likes to use that trick play from the net where she goes for the fake setup, and she's utilized that a couple times this season already and converted them into quick points for the Hawks.
Slews to serve again. Out of bounds there, and a point for Humber.
Reserving the box is number 6, Megan Hunt.
Megan Hunt now. Just one service ace on the season for her thus far. And I believe that'll count as another one.
Number 6.
Players on the court trying to make sure we're keeping our eyes open.
Usually it goes the other way for us commentators, so I'll accept this change of pace. Megan Hunt serve out of bounds. It's going to be a point for the Royals.
Yeah, a little close game at the moment, a little back and forth. Keeps things exciting. Both teams doing a great job so far to start this set.
It's been pretty tight. No one running away with it as of yet. Good serve. Bartman sets that one up. Big hit there. That's the first year, Erica Dodd.
Yeah, Erica Dodd, always so dangerous on this team.
Reserving is number 7, Alex Versancic.
Right there, there's a look at that serve right there for the Royals. And a great setup for the Hawks here, and Erica Dodd just sends that home.
She had 11 kills coming into this one. Oh, that was a nice little fake there. Kiyomi Ellis just ends up tipping it over. Through the block, kept alive. Chance here for Dodd. Redeemer right back on the attack. A big block there. Chance here for Dodd. She gets it.
Yeah, Erica Dodd, Alex Bartman coming up big there. Block from Bartman. Erica Dodd finishes it off. Deadly duel there.
Number 7, Alex Versancic.
Verstanisich to serve now. In her 5th and final year of OCAA, or excuse me, her 4th year of OCAA eligibility. Kept alive. Hunt just had to throw that back over. Partially blocked there. Bartman's gonna set this one up. For who? That's gonna be for Hunt, but that's gonna count. Net violation against Redeemer.
That one seemed to be out of bounds on the lineup there, and the coach for the Royals was seemed to be a little confused, but net violation seemed to have cleared it up, and Royals will call their timeout.
Yeah, good time to call that timeout. Humber starting to gain a little bit of momentum there, starting to gain a little bit of speed. And now Redeemer sees themselves down by 5 points, their biggest deficit of this one so far. For Humber, though, how do they keep this going? How do they keep this momentum up after this timeout?
And time again, Andrew, you know, you'll hear me say that Humber is such a decorated roster. They know exactly what to do, where to be for positioning and their awareness, and all that ties into where that comes from. Let's take a look at their coach right now as the timeout is being called. Chris Wilkins, 377 and 53 record, good for .876 right now as their head coach. And what that kind of does for the Humber Hawks is when he's on the sidelines and the plays are developing, he's always learning, he's always analyzing, and he lets that know for his players. And they're always adjusting to that. So the Hawks always adjusting and adjusting to the play and just improving in that regards. And that just reflects on the coach and the Hawks on the play.
Yeah, absolutely. Sometimes a fighter, they need to know, when to stop doing the things that aren't working. That could be the best thing. And obviously, Coach Wilkins, great trainer here, telling his team, just giving them, little hints of here and there what to do, how to adjust. Through the block there. Bartman sets that one up for Dodd. Couldn't keep that one alive, and another point for Humber. 13-7 now. They're more than halfway to winning this set.
Yeah, Erica Dodd, 3 kills already in this first set.
Krstanisic to serve again. Didn't miss by much, but that's out.
Yeah, just by a hairline.
The line judge in the perfect place to judge that one. Ben Royen to serve. First time at the service line here tonight. That one misses quite a bit there. It's going to be a point for Humber.
Serving for the Hawks is number 16, Alex Bartman.
There comes Alex Barkman, who reached over 1,100 assists in her game with the Sheridan Bruins.
4 service aces for her already. Chance at 5, but won't get it. Hunt keeps it alive. That's Dodd. Right back to them, though. Bartman sets that up for Steins.
Just out of play, but what trickery by Alex Bartman on there, making it look like she's going forward, but setting up Steins in behind.
Oh, she's a master at setting it up, really. She makes you think you're going one way, but can toss it back the other way. Definitely.
Pulling the rabbit out of the hat, Alex Bartman.
And no kidding. Dodd keeps that one. Bartman set up for Kiyomi Ellis. That's good.
And that's the thing about this roster. When Alex Bartman has so many options to go to, Erica Dodd, Kiyomi Ellis, Megan Hunt, Alex LaChapelle, Alex Steins.
That one misses. It's going to be another point for Redeemer. 15-11 here in the first set.
Yeah,
15-10 rather.
Timeout seems to be working in favor of the Royals, trying to claw back into this set right now.
Been pretty even since then, which definitely improvement for Redeemer, but a big hit there. Megan Hunt.
Yeah, Megan Hunt just absolutely smashing that one home.
Her 8th kill of the season thus far. Kiyomi Ellis to serve. That one's good. Set up here. Bartman sets it up up for Krstanisic, and a nice kill by her there.
Yeah, Krstanisic there. Another key contributor on this team, just allows everybody to stay fresh while contributing on her own.
Ellis' serve, that one's good. Great chance here for the Hawks. Krstanisic, chance of the kill again, but she misses.
Yeah, right there. Such a versatile player as Krstanisic on this team. Just complements the entire roster so well. Just a little miscue on that, but phenomenal player.
Yeah, she's been a rocker for this Humber team for a few years, playing that middle blocker role. Has been starting in the last 3 seasons at least. Dodd, nice hit across. Keeps that one alive again. That's Dodd. Bartman setting that up. That's Hunt, just tossed it over, almost worked. Over the block, that's Dodd. Bartman sets it up for Hunt. Can't get it over the block. Bartman sets this one up for Steins. Big hit, no mistake there, right in the middle of the court.
Yeah, that was Rachel Annette with a diving effort for the Royals, but big hit for the Hawks, leading to a point. 18-11 the score. 7 points away the Hawks are from stealing this set.
And Steins will come out of this one for the time being as Miu Lorendo comes in.
Yeah, Miu Lorendo, usually the libero on this team.
Lorendo puts her first touch right into the net. Humber still up by 6 now in the closing stages of the first set.
Going back to your point about Krstanisic, where she's been starting, when you've got a roster such decorated, you have to find time for players to jump in. And that's a good problem for the Hawks, to have that many talented players that they can keep all their players fresh.
Yeah, absolutely. This balance and the depth of this team, definitely a major asset. Bartman sets that one up for Krstanisic. A big kill for her there. Her second of the game.
Krstanisic is coming up big once again, and then Alex Bartman doing her trickery and magic once again in that rally.
going to be Megan Hunt to serve. Second-year player out of Windsor. That serve too strong. It's going to be a point for Redeemer. It's going to be Victoria Makuchi to serve. Serve is up and it's good. Lauren Doe, Bartman, Dodd, good. That takes a couple deflections, but Humber gets the point.
That's the power of Erica Dodd.
Serving the box is number 7, Alex Krasnodisic.
Right there, let's take a look at that once again. Erica Dodd just smashes that one home.
Good serve by Krasnodisic. Big hit over the block, kept alive by Lauren Doe. Hunt just tosses it over. It's gonna be a good chance here for Redeemer. Big hit, lands in, it's gonna be a point.
Yeah, just inside of the line, but despite that point for the Royals, what a diving effort by Lauren Doe to keep that one alive on that prior rally.
It definitely kept that play going on for at least a little bit longer. Big hit there, and Van manages to find the back of the court.
Yeah, Keomi Ellis.
And coming back in the game before the Hawks is number 1,
Alex Stein's coming back in.
Yeah, Humber looking to finish off strong, 4 points away from finishing this set.
Good serve by Bartman. Set up here, big hit over the block. LaChapelle keeps it alive. Steins tosses it back. Chance here by the Royals. Humber scrambling, but they figure it out. Hunt, that hit just too strong.
Yeah, a little unorganized play, one can say, but great rally for the Hawks there, and Hunt just puts a little bit too much force behind it.
Humber trying to finish off this set, but don't look now. Redeemer is still within 6. This one ain't over yet. Nice hit there, Keomi Ellis.
Yeah, right on cue, Keomi Ellis disrupting the momentum for the Royals. As you were saying, they're coming back.
That's her 4th kill already tonight. A nice one there. That might be the best one all evening.
Yeah, what a absolute phenomenal hit.
LaChapelle keeps that one alive. Steins at the soft touch. Ellis again went for the power, but just missed that sideline.
Yeah, just a little bit on the side there. 6-point differential right now.
Stolt serving now. Good serve. Bartman sets that up for Hunt. Chance here for Redeemer. They almost miscued it there. Bartman again set up for Steins. That one's good.
Alex Steins coming up big on that play.
Second kill of the night for her.
Right there, you can see LaChapelle keeps it alive. Bartman sets it up, and Steins just finishes it off.
Good serve by Keomi Ellis. Big hit, but they can't get over the block. It's going to be another point here for Humber, and they're at set point now.
Yeah, that is the towering duo that I was talking about that creates that daunting intimidation there for you. Alex Steins and Kristen Osish on the net front presence makes it really hard for the opposition to try anything close to the net.
Another serve by Ellis. That one was good again. Toss back. Couldn't get that over the block, though. Keomi Ellis to Hunt. Tossed over.
Yeah, double touch on that one will result in a point for the Hawks. And they will steal set number 1, 25-16.
They could have drawn up a much better start for the Humber Hawks than they just did right now. 25-16, a nice healthy margin of victory by them, and looks like it could be another evening where they're rolling here tonight.
Yeah, you know, everyone's contributing on this night. Alex Steins with 2 digs, 2 kills. You've got Kiyomi Ellis with 4 kills. You've got Erica Dodd with 2 digs and 4 kills. And if the Humber Hawks women continue to keep going at this rate, it's going to be an early night here for the women's game. But as I mentioned, Humber Hawks doing exactly what we wanted them to do, is make it very hard for the opposition to come in here and have their game play. And Humber just doing exactly what they should be doing, making it hard for the opposition by the net front presence.
Yeah, that net front presence you mentioned has really been the factor, the really big factor here tonight, separating these two teams. Humber's all that length, all that size up front, and Redeemer not quite as much. They're having a little bit of trouble, a big mismatch in that department. But the second set, this is really the most important set in volleyball. If you're Humber going up 2-0, that's huge. And then for Redeemer, it's just so tough to overcome a 2-0 deficit in volleyball. You don't see it very often, especially at the collegiate level.
Yeah, Redeemer's going to try to bounce back here and try to get their game going at the moment. Calculated, and it's everything so organized for them. With that net front presence, that's how their offense starts. And then that relates to their positioning, that relates to their setup and their digs and then kills. So everything they do is a set calculated play, and it's a very difficult breakdown for the opposition to try and get through, just because it's like I said again, Alex Stein's making it very difficult, Krista Nosic making it difficult. Then you've got LaChapelle and Lorendo in the libero position trying to keep the rallies alive, and then you've got Erica Dodd in the back end, Megan Hunt and Kiyomi Ellis with the strength. So you've got literally every player on the court for the Hawks. It's a strength point.
Yeah, not to mention Bartman there as well. She, with her height as well, she could kind of fill in on that front line as well, getting some blocks, and it's just so dangerous from that line. You don't know where she's going to go really with any of those passes, any of those setups.
Yeah, Bartman's like the magician of this court, like so versatile. As you mentioned, she's got that height, she's got that power. But the one thing that I love about Bartman on the court is that the ability to switch the play at the last minute, where you feel like she's setting up one player, but she's actually setting up another player. It's like she's got the eyes in the back of her mind or the back of her head. And then the other time when she's going for a setup, you expect the setup, and then she's got that trick play where she puts it over the net. So the opposition doesn't know what to expect, and it's a real challenge.
And maybe one of the most intelligent players in OCAA women's volleyball.
Yeah,
Alex Bartman.
Yeah, most definitely. One of the more decorated players on this athlete and in the OCAA. Lucky to have her, the Humber Hawks, on this roster. Great leader on the court.
And of course, plenty of fun to watch too, which makes our job just that much more fun.
Makes it more fun, makes it a lot more easier.
Of course, it doesn't hurt that the team is pretty good too, so.
Yeah, most definitely, of course. That goes without saying. When you've got such a decorated roster, you've got such skill on this team, you're bound to be good. As you mentioned, you have to be good to be lucky. You have to be good to be lucky, but you have to be lucky to be good. So, I mean, in a way, they go hand in hand.
So far, Humber has been both tonight.
Now we'll get set here for the second set with Redeemer Royals to start. And it'll be Brooklyn Van Ruin starting here.
Kiyomi Ellis had to move just out of the way. That one takes a deflection. So if you're a battle at the net, won by Redeemer, and they'll start us off with a point here.
Yeah, Alex Bartman with her net front presence, as we were mentioning, just a little bit. Royals kind of take that one there a little bit from Bartman, but great presence there by Bartman on the net front.
Yeah, maybe not expecting that one-on-one battle at the net there. Bartman's gonna set this one up. Great one there for Dodd. Nice little soft touch at the net.
Yeah, there's Erica Dodd coming in with a slick play to try and get the momentum going their way. And of course, who else better to start the serve than Alex Bartman?
I can't think of anybody better.
You've got a couple options, but I mean, I would probably go with Bartman as well.
Well, if you had, $1 million on the line on this Humber team, you need one person to serve. I'm taking Bartman.
That's a close call. I'm going with Erica Dodd. Just
Erica
the way
Dodd?
she's been playing with her serves, I'm going with Erica Dodd.
I mean, that's fair. Nice hit there, Kiyomi Ellis, to just get that across.
Yeah, Kiyomi Ellis, big play.
And Bartman right back at the service line. Another look at that play.
Yeah, right there. Alex Bartman sets it up. Kiyomi Ellis finishes it off.
Serve way too strong by Bartman, and we're tied at 2.
Such a pleasure to watch Alex Bartman on the court. It's almost like watching Sidney Crosby on ice. So slick, so smooth with every single movement.
Very good technically, as we've seen. Soft touch by Kiyomi Ellis. Humber pulling all these tricks here. Hunt couldn't keep that one alive. LaChapelle gave chase, but couldn't catch up.
Great diving effort there by LaChapelle. She was also part of the under-21 beach volleyball championship with Team Canada in Thailand recently.
Served there by Stofers. Chappelle keeps it alive. Hunt tosses it over. Great opportunity here for Redeemer over the block. Hunt keeps it alive. Big hit by Steins, but right into the net. 4-2 Redeemer here early in the second set. Humber won the first one, though.
Yeah, a little stronger start here for Redeemer, trying to get back into this game. Humber just trying to hold on to that lead. They've been looking good.
Hunt's try to keep that one up. Went over the net. Bartman sets that one up for Dodd. She's going to try this one again. Right back to Dodd. That's good.
There's Erica Dodd once again.
5 kills on the night so far.
5 kills, tied with Alex LaChapelle for the lead in tonight's game.
LaChapelle, nice stick to keep that one alive. The diving move there by Van Roy and couldn't keep it in. It's going to be a point getting for Humber. We're tied at 4.
On that last play, I said tied with Alex LaChapelle. I actually meant to say tied with Kiyomi Ellis on that for the kills.
Both having fantastic nights, Manny. And LaChapelle as well, so I can see why you got confused there as well. It's all good, though, as Humber's right back to the service line, leading this one 5-4.
Yeah, there's never count out the Humber Hawks.
Another good serve. They got to scramble a bit. Tossed over. Great opportunity here. Bartman sets this one up. It's going to Hunt, but into the net.
Yeah, Megan Hunt, excellent display of power. They're just not able to get it over the net.
Back and forth start to the second set. 5-5 right now. Allison Stolt to serve for Redeemer. Bartman for Hunt. Big block, but out of bounds. It's going to be a point for Humber.
Just like how the Hawks drew that one up.
You can say that again, Manny, as Kiyomi Ellis gets ready to serve.
Now we'll see Alex Christonosich come back in.
Chance here over the block. Off the hands of Bartman and out of bounds.
Yeah, a little too much oomph on that one.
Yeah, it's hard to get control of one like that. A lot of velocity on that one. LaChapelle keeps it alive. Bartman sets that one up for Kristancic, but hits the top of the net. 7-6 Redeemer.
You can see Coach Wilkins analyzing and just absorbing everything on the sidelines once again.
Dodd tried to keep that one alive, but no one in the vicinity of that ball. Redeemer up by 2. It's going to send Annette right back to the service line. Bartman for Steins. That one's good.
Alex Steins. Great point there by the Hawks, and after that point I could see Coach Wilkins telling his team, let's pick it up.
And Alex Steins using all 6'5", plus including the arms to get that over the block. No trouble for her. And a miscue there by Redeemer, so we're tied at 8.
Yeah, 8 all.
Steins right back to the service line. Powerful serve there. Blocked by Krstanisic, almost threw off the Royals. Bartman sets this one up for Hunt. Soft touch over the net. A couple of Royals diving at it, couldn't quite get it.
Yeah, showing one attack and doing the other was Megan Hunt on that play.
Here's Steins once again. Another strong serve just over the net. Set up here over the block. LaChapelle sets us up for Hunt. Big hit, deflects off the block. Touched. Whose point's this gonna be? It's gonna go for Humber. 10-8 Humber. Humber's starting to find a little bit of momentum here after going down by a couple points earlier.
Yeah, they've come back and taken the lead and charge in here and turned their switch on almost.
Beautiful hit there by Redeemer right into the corner, that back corner of the court.
Yeah, it was Abby Slows, one of the players I mentioned earlier that someone to keep an eye on in this roster.
Having an impact here tonight, 4 digs and 4 kills. Talk about balanced play. Bartman, beautiful play to set that one up for Krstanisic, and a beautiful hit there.
Yeah, Alex Krstanisic just finishing that one, switching the momentum back towards the Hawks here.
Hunt's going back to serve. Just makes it over. Redeemer manages to keep it alive. Whistle blown, it's going to be a point to Redeemer.
Serving for the Royals, number 13,
Victoria Pincucci to serve. Sets up on that back right side. Bartman setting this up. No, she flips it over. Bit of a trick play there. Big block, but out of bounds. Another point for Redeemer. Tied here at 11.
Jasmine Stovers. Serving is number 13, Victoria Pincucci.
Victoria Pincucci to serve again. It's good. Bartman sets us up. That's for Dodd. Beautiful hit. Just past the hands of Pincucci.
Yeah, Erica Dodd coming in big once again here.
Serving is number 7, Alex Krstanisic.
Krstanisic to serve once again. And a beautiful cross-court kill there. Jasmine Stofers.
Serving for the Royals is number 12, Brooklyn Roy.
Ben Roy now at the service line. Can't make it over. Not quite enough juice on that one.
Yeah, I just underestimated that one. Tried to keep it close to the net, but just didn't put enough power behind that.
Bartman right back to serve. Let's see what she can do here. That's a good one. Redeemer's got to scramble just a little bit. Got away from them. Chance here. Beautiful setup there for Ellis. And once again, Redeemer scrambling. LaChapelle diving to get that one. Beautiful hit by Dodd. Catches the back of the court. Humber up 14-12.
Yeah, top corner on that one where the grandma hides the cookies.
Grandma always so clever finding those spots to hide those cookies.
Yeah, can't hide them from Erica Dodd.
Clearly not. That Bartman serve didn't have Redeemer scrambling for it before, but they couldn't get that block.
Yeah,
back there.
Kiyomi Ellis there coming up big with Alex Steins. That's another player that we keep forgetting to mention when we talk about the net front presence, because you don't see her at the front as much as instead of the striker position, but Kiyomi Ellis, always another factor to consider for the net front presence for the Humber Hawks.
Yeah, absolutely. A big player for Humber coming into this one. A transfer, of course. Coming in from St. Clair. Off to a good start this season. 1 2/3 kills per set, and coming into this one at least, and had a 40% swing percentage coming to this one. And for those of you that don't know volleyball, anything over 30% as a swing percentage is absolutely incredible. I've heard it 40 in those first couple games is just amazing.
Yeah. Right there, you can see that replay there. Erica Dodd just absolutely smashing that one home before the timeout called by the Royals. Humber started to run away with that one there, Andrew. What do you think the coaches kind of said to each other there?
Well, I think for Redeemer, they got to get back to that pace they were at before when they were up by those 2 points, see if they can get back to that mode. But in Humber, you know you have the size advantage, you know you have the depth, you know you have the talent, and it's just a matter of execution really and keeping focused. Here's Bartman once again. Good serve, and another ace for her there. Stofers couldn't get a handle on that one.
We're gonna have some fresh faces come in here for the Humber Hawks. It's gonna be Cecilia Zhang
making her Humber debut and her OCAA official competition debut. 6-footer out of Markham, Ontario, as Humber gets another point off of Bartman's serve.
Yeah, Bartman doing a great job of raking in the points right now. 17-12, 8 points away are the Hawks from finishing this set off.
Another good serve and another ace. The girl's on fire, Manny.
Yeah, girl, you know, it's 13 degrees outside earlier today. Snows are melting, and Alex Bartman's having the game of her life. I mean, coincidence? I don't know.
Could be a little something behind this weather, according to Manny. We'll see. Still unconfirmed rumors. Big hit there and a point there for Redeemer. Stouffer's getting the point there, and she'll head to the line. Stouffer's getting ready to serve. Bartman setting that up for Kiyomi Ellis. No mistake on that kill.
Kiyomi Ellis, big hit on that play. Great setup by Alex LaChapelle there too.
Grand total of 11 kills on the season. Great average for her so far. Almost 3 per game.
And here comes Erica Dodd to serve once again.
Really went into that one, but just not enough height there.
You're allowed to have an off night. When you've been playing at a level Erica Dodd has been playing, you're allowed to have that one misplay.
Absolutely, especially when it comes after 7 kills to start this one off and a couple digs to add to that. Julia Koksanowicz coming into this one. Good serve. Bartman for Hunt, play at the net. It's gonna go against Humber on that net violation.
Yeah, Megan Hunt ended up touching the net there on that attempt.
Julia's right back at it. Shortest player for both teams on the court here today. Humber gets that one right back though.
Juliana Koksanowicz, 1 point for the Royals in their one match.
Nice setup here. Through the block, and that's going to be a point for Redeemer.
Yeah, Abby Slews, so technical on that strike there. Bouncing it off the Hawks player for the out-of-bounds point.
It's going to be on it to serve. Nice play there, Kristanicic. Redeemer bobbling it around, and Humber's just 4 points away from going up in a big 2-0 here in this match here tonight.
Erica Bolcha, the libero for the Royals. Great attempt to keep that one alive, but unable to keep that alive after that was Rachel Annette.
Olivia Foley into this one. She's going to get a chance to serve.
Yeah, Olivia Foley played against the Sheridan Bruins.
Big block there. Barban's going to try it. It almost got it down too. Their chance at a block there, but out of bounds and a point for the Hawks.
Yeah, it was Victoria Panucci. A little too much power on that one. Humber just 3 points away from locking this set in, Andrew.
So big going up 2-0. Point there for Redeemer. They get that one right back.
Yeah, Foley not able to get that over the net.
Serving for the Royals is number 2, Abby Sleeves.
Abby Slews to serve. Set up by Bartman to Hunt. Over the block, kept alive. Big play there, deflects off the hands of Hunt. Or Foley rather, and into the wall.
Serving for the Royals, number 2.
Yeah, a little too much power on that. Let's take a look at that right there. Big setup for the Redeemer Royals. And that was Jasmine Stoffers sending that home.
Redeemer back within 4. And not one you want to see them lose there.
Yeah, Abby Slews, very rare error on the serve from her.
Megan Hunt. 2 points here to close this one out. The set, that is. That misses. Another point right back to Redeemer.
Redeemer will stay alive, and Miu Lorendo will come back in for Megan Hunt.
Pencucci is going to serve here.
Number 9, Allison Stolt. Serving is number 13, Victoria Pencucci.
All the starters on the court for Redeemer. Trying to get back into this one, turn this one into a game. Bartman set up for Dodd. Big block. Wow, how about that, Manny?
Yeah, Allison Stoll coming into the game, having an impact right away. 20-23, climbing back in the game are the Redeemer Royals. As you mentioned, going down 2-0 is a big, big deficit to climb from. So Royals trying to hang back right now.
An absolutely massive block by Stolt there. We got another look at that. Nice play there by Dodd. Right off the block, and it's set point now for the Hawks.
And once again, Humber will switch it up to keep it fresh. Alex LaChapelle will step off, and Kiyomi Ellis draws back in. And Krista Nosic to serve here, and that serve.
Serving is number 12, Cameron.
No one seems to want to come away with this set. Redeemer still hanging around, though. Just touches the line. Wow. Redeemer within 2, 24-22.
A nail biter, Andrew.
Doesn't get much closer than this in volleyball. It's gonna be a photo finish here. Good serve. Humber scrambling a little bit now. Chance at a free play here for Redeemer. Off the block, kept alive though by Foley. Bartman set up for Dodd. That's off that post, can't do that. Redeemer within 1. But Humber still with it. And Humber smartly taking a timeout here.
Yeah, Coach Wilkins has seen enough, and he wants to finish this set off, so he'll call a timeout here and try to get the team back in it.
One play, man, that's all it takes right now. Of course, you have to win by first to 25, you got to win by 2, and this is the most you can allow your other team to take, but still winning the set by 25. So that's got to be the message from Coach Wilkins right now. Just finish up strong, 1 play, that's all you need. But if you don't win that 1 play, then it's going to be, well, it could be a lot longer than that.
Yeah, most definitely. And as you mentioned at the beginning of this set, or earlier on in this set, I should say, that when Redeemer Royals were doing everything, and you saw Coach Wilkins kind of have a conversation from the sidelines with the Hawks, and they started playing their own game. Royals kind of call a timeout after that, and they get back into the game. Now Humber hoping to do the same, but in this set, we've seen a switch of power back and forth, and we haven't really seen consistency. So that brings us to the 24-23 moment at the nail biter, and here we are. And we'll take a look at that last strike right there, Erica Dodd. That power point counting for the Royals, leading to this moment here. But here we are, set point for Humber.
Brooklyn Van Royen, chance to tie. LaChapelle keeps it up. Bartman, the setup for Ellis, no mistake there. Set Humber.
Yeah, Kaomi Ellis wanting to finish that off, and Tessa Redden from the sidelines with the celebration. Let's take a look at that. Kaomi Ellis brings it home.
7 kills now on the night for her. Not quite the team high. She's being beaten by Dodd, of course, tonight, but you gotta love that 1-2 punch those two bring here tonight.
Oh yeah, most definitely. You know, Humber Hawks are doing a great job, and as you say, the 1-2 punch. Every team that you look at, and we were talking about how great Humber has been. Every team you look at has that duo dynasty, and I know I keep referencing hockey into this. It's because. But let's take a look at Jonathan Taves, Patrick Kane, Chicago Blackhawks, the Sedin brothers. So every team has that duo. Humber Hawks have an entirety of duos here. So, I mean, no wonder why they always play so great. A little close to comfort on that one, but indeed, in the end, they got the job done, Andrew.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to have that, just about balance in these lineups and having just a wealth of riches here, the Humber Hawks, and looking strong again once again here tonight. And look there, that Royals bench, they got to be thinking about how to get back into this one, especially after that set. Like, they were so close to tying it up, just couldn't figure it out, just couldn't quite get it done at the end.
Yeah, Royals is basically what they've got to do coming out into the third set is they've got to start the third set exactly the way they started the second one, and they've got to keep that momentum going and continue it when they started to find their game when Humber was a few points away from the set point. So Redeemer's got to come out firing, and they've got to put the pressure on the Hawks right off the bat into this third set, and they've got to continuously and consistently keep that pressure on. And as for the Hawks, they just got to do whatever they've been doing every game that they've played on home court, because it seems to have been working for them as they are heading into the third set, about to go 3-0.
Yeah, you mentioned Redeemer's game plan, and more or less that's how things start off for them in the second set. It was very tight to get things going. They had that 2-point lead. Humber kind of steamrolled right back, but then they were able to kind of use that momentum they had gained earlier and able to turn that into a set once again.
Yeah, exactly, and that's the thing, right? Like, they let the game get away from them. At the beginning of the set, what I was noticing from Redeemer, they were not just trying to get the ball over, but they were trying to get the ball over while using the space that was opened by the Humber Hawks on their side of the court. And that's a very difficult task to do, because I always talk about the positioning for the Hawks. Their positioning on the court is always that someone is always able to get to the ball. So trying to find the open space on the Hawks side is very, very difficult, and Redeemer was able to do that, and they've got to get back to that into this third set.
Yeah, not easy to navigate the ball around that Humber defense. Like you said, their court positioning is exquisite, maybe the class of the OCAA in that regard.
It comes down to the size and their athleticism, especially when you have players like Alex LaChapelle, who's agile and can just dive into the play, and then you've got Alex Steins, who's got reach, but she's with the size. You expect someone like that size or tall to be a little bit slower in agility, but Alex Steins, not slow at all, agile and able to dive and get into the ball, and that's kind of what plays into their court positioning, because it's so difficult to break down.
A chance now for Humber to go 3-0, not only in the game, but also on the season as well. And a great start there, Megan Hunt. She'll go again. Can she go 2 for 2 on the set? Kept alive by Redeemer. Just flicked over the block. LaChapelle for Dodd, nice hit. Goes right into the net. Krasasic was all over that anyways, though.
Yeah, referee keeping the linesman on the side was keeping a close eye on Kristinošić there for a net violation, but Humber definitely got the point there.
Another serve for Hunt. Good one set up. Over the block, LaChapelle on that one. Bartman for Dodd, big block, but right into the net and to the ground.
Putting the power behind that was Erica Dodd. That point counted for Humber.
Another one for Hunt, a service ace there, second of the set. Just a perfect, picture-perfect start here for Humber.
Yeah,
4-0.
Out of bounds on that one. I was just going to agree with you. Humber's started perfectly there, and just a little error there on that serve, but Humber has started this set perfectly.
Still up 4-1. Stouffer's serve, that's good. Bartman for Kristinošić, couldn't get that over the block. Hunt just plays it back. Redeemer now back on the attack. A little back and forth over the net. Kristinošić again goes right to the Redeemer bench and to the scorer's table. It's gonna count as a point for Kristinošić.
Rachel Annette sent that one towards her bench and gave chase. Coach had to move out of the way.
Got to be very agile on those benches. Nice little soft touch there by Slews. Dodd the hard hit. Slews again, kept alive. Kristinošić deflects that one out of bounds though.
I've noticed one change that the Redeemer had made was they started Abby Slews right in front of Alex Bartman to start this set, trying to counteract that skill from Bartman for Abby Slews, but Bartman still able to put on a show.
Yeah, maybe the best setter in the league, Alex Bartman. It's not going to be an easy opportunity to, well, you say you can never really shut down the greats. You can only contain them, and even then with Bartman, that's a tall task there. Dead quiet in here as Bartman serves.
You could hear a pin drop.
Nice hit there by Slews. Bartman for Ellis, nice kill by her.
Yeah, what a great setup. Talking about the quietness. Yeah, usually not the case when we have crowds in here when Alex Bartman goes up for the serving line.
That's 9th kill of the night for Kiyomi Ellis. Just one behind Dodd for the team high. That serve just got way away from Ben Royen. And another service ace for Bartman.
Yeah, Alex Bartman just continues to put on a performance.
8-2 Humber leads in this third set. Already up 2-0. One more set and they take care of business here tonight. Chappelle sets that one up for Dodd. Nice kill attempt there, kept alive. Slews. Steins, it's a nice hit there. 9-2 Humber.
Stepped over the line under the net where the Redeemer Royals.
It's gonna be another timeout here for the Redeemer Royals. Just not the start to this set that they've been looking for, trying to claw their way back into this match.
Yeah, Humber Hawks can feel the victory just moments, not moments, but just a set away, and they came out firing on all cylinders, just we expected them to be. And you know, when they say when the hawk sees its prey, they just continue to go and dive for it, and you see the Hawks diving in for the victory here because they can see it.
Yeah, absolutely. That win, not quite in grasp yet, but close enough at this point. Just 16 more points before they potentially take care of business here tonight. And the message by Coach Chris Wilkins just got to be stay focused. You're almost there. Just don't lose sight of what we got to do to win this one.
Yeah, you can't be, when you're Coach Wilkins and you see that the final set that's inches away from your victory to start like that, you can't be disappointed. You just have words of encouragement and just tell them to continue to play like you have been. Maybe a couple adjustments on positioning, maybe passes or setups, but nothing too much. But because in this set, the Humber Hawks have been doing a great job.
Yeah, absolutely. And maybe a little reminder about what happened last set when you did allow Redeemer to come back into this one. Just hoping that you stay out of that again.
Yeah, stay on top of your game and just keep your heads calm and cool and collected. Yeah, I agree with you there.
Although this one manages to stay lopsided here in the third set, I imagine we'll see a few more of those players down the bench factoring into this one. Bartman serve right into the net to get us started after that timeout. Perfect start for Redeemer, and they didn't even have to do anything.
Yeah, that's what they wanted to do, was throw the momentum off for the Hawks because they were starting to roll, and Bartman on that serve. Looks like the Redeemer Royals got what they wanted.
Nice hit by Dodd, but blocked out of bounds, but it will be a point for Humber.
Yeah, Erica Dodd just adding to her total, 11 kills on the night. And now she heads to the line where she's ever so dangerous.
Back-to-back service errors for Humber to get us started after that timeout.
The serving is number 2, Abby Sluice.
Sluice serve. That's going to be out of bounds. Point again for Humber.
Yeah, Abby Sluice, 6 kills on the night and 5 digs. You know she's not missing a moment of court time when the game goes, because she's the MVP on that roster there.
Absolutely. And for Redeemer, this little back and forth after that timeouts, buying them a little bit of time, but at a certain point, Redeemer has to start getting on a run here and getting some more points if they want to get back into this one.
Yeah, they're starting to gain some momentum here. We'll see how they go along with it.
Served by Pancucci, that's good. Bartman sets it up, Hunt. Beautiful hit there, but goes into the net off the hands of the Royals. 12-5 Humber.
Yeah, Victoria Pancucci on that setup there. Just mistimed it or misangled it, not able to find her teammate, resulting in a point for the Hawks.
Nice serve there by Alex Steins. Beautiful opportunity for Humber here. Bartman sets it up for Hunt. Right off the block, but out of bounds, so another Humber point.
Yeah, Humber doing everything in their power right now to keep this play in their style, and it seems to be working with a marginable lead right now.
Humber up by 8 points, and that's going to go down to 7 after Steins' little service error over there.
Man, we talked about keeping players fresh. Here we go with Muyu Lorendo once again.
The serving for the Royals is number 12,
Van Rooyen serve. That's going to be out of bounds. A lot of service errors in this third set.
Yeah, you get the nerves kind of going for you when you've got that lead and you're trying to catch up. You kind of have the jitters going because you don't want to give up possession. So that has to be a factor when that kind of happens.
Maybe doing a little bit too much.
Yeah, a little bit of overthinking.
Yeah, quite common. Bartman for Dodd. That was a big kill there, and that's going to count as a point for Humber.
Yeah, Erica Dodd. That power behind that kill or that smash. There's Megan Hunt once again.
Out of bounds. Once again, another service error.
Yeah, it's the tale of the story of the game so far.
Especially of this set. Jasmine Stofers. Kept live by Lorendo. Dodd, the soft touch. Slew sets that up. A couple Humber players go diving for it, come up with it, and a big hit there. That was Dodd.
Erica Dodd. Someone get the fire extinguisher. That ball leaving a smoke trail behind it. Oh my Lord.
Just unreal. 12 kills for her on this night already. And for those of you not great at the arithmetic, that's that is 4 kills per set.
Yeah, Erica Dodd, 12 kills, 4 kills per set.
Slews, nice hit there over the Humber block, rather touched by that Humber block, so it will be another point for the Royals. 16-8, Humber leads.
Yeah, you can just feel the victory for the Hawks, just fingertips away at the moment. 9 points for the set to finish here.
Bartman sets that one up. Big hit there by Jill Barr, just entering this one, but point for Redeemer nonetheless.
Yeah, Bartman was able to keep that one alive, and it bounced off the net, which caused trouble for the Hawks, but great effort there by Bartman.
Stoltz serve. It's good, just barely makes it over the net. Bartman for Jill Barr, kept alive. Slews tossed it over. Bartman set up there for Dodd, and another kill for her there. That's 13 for number 13.
Yeah. Erica Dodd just doing it everywhere on the court.
And Stein's in for Laurendo to try and close this one out.
Yeah, bringing in Jill Barr and Alex Steins to eliminate any net front play here are the Hawks. Using 2 of the taller players in front of the net.
Big block there. There you are, Manny, using Jill Barr for that big block, but Redeemer gets the point.
Yeah, we're able to find the court backside top corner there.
Coming into the game for the Royals, it's serving as number 16.
Redeemer not quite out of this yet, still down by 7 points. Still a chance for them to go on a run.
Yeah, they've done a great job of getting themselves into the game. Now it's just a matter of eliminating the deficit.
Easier said than done, of course, especially not in your own barn.
Yeah,
Chappelle to set up.
especially if the Hawks have been especially if the Hawks continue to play like they have been.
That will be a point for Humber. Redeemer thought it was deflected. All the officials saying not so.
Coming into the game for the Humber Hawks and is serving.
To tell you the truth, Manny, I thought that might have been deflected as well.
Yeah, it appeared as if it was, but on closer inspection, it's just a little bit of a hairline difference. Olivia Foley comes back in to serve.
Good serve. Right back to Humber. Steins went right back. Slews the soft touch. Bartman diving for it to keep it alive, but cannot.
Yes, Steins was a little confused on that one, why the point went to Redeemer Royals, but net violation there. Right there, you can see Jill Barr accidentally, or Alex Steins accidentally touches the net.
Humber 7 points away from victory, but Redeemer still 7 points within Humber. And a nice job there by Steins, just the soft touch over the net to earn another point. Humber's now just 6 points away.
Alex Steins using the court awareness of finding that open space on the Redeemer Roll side to get the point, switch the momentum back to their side.
Jill Barr's serve goes right into the net. Redeemer's right back within 7.
Alex LaChapelle back in.
Pencucci serve. Sails away just a bit, and it's going to be a point for Humber.
Alex LaChapelle sliding on her knees to get to that and just lets the arms drift back as she realized that one was going to be out of bounds.
That's the quality you really want in your libero, to really go after all those balls, but on those borderline ones that you know are not playable and you will get the point, just got to know when to back off at the last second.
Yeah, it comes into that awareness factor when you know and when you realize that it's going to be out of bounds.
I wish I had the ability to bail like that when I play Mario Kart. Usually I just go right off the end of the track there when I...
You and me both, yeah. You and me both.
Chance here for Van Rooyen to serve. 2013, Humber still leads here.
As we mentioned, Royals have done a great job of finding themselves or getting themselves back into the game, closing the deficit. a little bit of a different story right now.
Bartman, the setup. A point for Humber.
Yeah, first point for Cecilia Zheng there. A block for the Redeemer Royals, goes out of bounds.
A chance for her at the service line. First year player out of Markham. Powerful serve there, but just missed that back line.
Just out of bounds.
Serving for the Royals is number 10, Jasmine Stoffers.
Stoffers to serve.
Yeah, Jasmine Stoffers, the other athlete that I mentioned on this roster to keep an eye on. Has 4 digs, 3 kills on the night for the Royals.
Soft touch by Kristanovic. Whistle blow, it's gonna be a point for Redeemer.
Yeah, line violation here for Kristanovic.
Charge to the Hawks is serving for the Royals is number 10, Jasmine Stoffers.
Stoffers right back to serve.
And you can see the men's team getting ready here.
Game scheduled for 8, but games usually start half an hour after the women's games end, and this one could be over soon. And a point there for Humber, just 3 points away from taking this one now.
Yeah, another rare error for Abby Slews there.
Serving for the Hawks is number 7, Alex.
3 points for Humber to take this game, and Jill Barr will draw back into the line. Humber bringing the size right now, if you notice, on the court.
Plenty of length and height on that Humber side. Bartman keeps that one alive. Foley's gonna toss it back, and a great job there. I don't think she was going for the kill, but she got it.
Yeah, Erica Bolcha.
Serving is number 7.
Another look at that Foley kill.
Yeah, Erica Bolcha, the libero, tried to get to that.
Just touches that back line. Kristanovic gets a service ace.
Yeah, putting Humber in game point territory, or match point territory here.
Just got to do it one more time. And there it is, a miscue there by the libero. Bolcha. Humber, another 3-0 victory right here at the Hawks Nest. And Manny, what a great start for this team. Ranked number 4 nationally and ranked number 1 in the OCAA. Great start for them.
Yeah, Humber Hawks starting the first 3 games at home, going 3-0. And usually it's a little different, as we mentioned. We usually have the crowds here, but due to circumstances, we don't have the noise here for the Hawks. But nonetheless, Hawks still doing what they do here best, and that's making it tough for the competition to come in and play in this building and just adding W's to their tallies.
We'll see this Humber women's volleyball team back in action on Saturday at Mohawk. But of course, right up next, we got a big one here for you guys. It should be an entertaining matchup, as still Humber versus Redeemer, but it's the men's turn to play now. Definitely gonna be an exciting one. But Manny, I gotta ask you, who is your player of this game for this game we just witnessed?
You know what, you could go with a couple options here. You could choose Alex Steins, you could choose Megan Hunt, Kiyomi Ellis, and you could choose Alex Bartman. But I'm going to go with the lucky number 13, Erica Dodd. What a performance on the court, from the service to the kills, and just putting on a show was Erica Dodd. Absolutely phenomenal in that game.
Yeah, all offense for Dodd here today on the evening. Very impressive for the first-year player, and continuing to make an impact on this team on the way to what's hopefully a very good season. And that will do it for us for now. For myself, Andrew Milani, and Manny Calro, and the rest of us here at the Hawk Sports Network, we'll say thank you and join us just half an hour for 8 o'clock for the men's game, Humber versus Redeemer.